Hi everyone, welcome back to the Kin's Play channel. So for this video I've gone around my house like a crazy woman and I've rounded up every single piece of crocheting I could find since I first started. Now I first learned how to crochet back in around August of 2022, so it's been nearly 2 years now. I wouldn't say I'm advanced or anything like that, but getting them all out like this, I can see such a massive improvement. The stuff that I made when I was literally just starting out is not great, so it'll be fun to see the difference. I'm going to try and order everything in the order that I made them from, 2 years ago to now. Obviously there is a lot of things that I don't have with me because I made them as gifts, especially recently. I made a lot of stuff for Christmas and I've given them away. So I don't have a lot of the things. There is a lot more than what's here, which is hard to believe, but I don't have them, so just keep that in mind. I do sell some too, so the stuff that I sell, like the flowers, I'll put some photos up of them, of ones that I've done. Yeah, I hope you like this video.
I've separated everything into categories, and the first one we're going to do is plushies because it's definitely the biggest. As you can see, they won't even fit in the box. I think this was actually the first crochet thing I ever made. It's this little ragdoll thing. It's so flimsy, its limbs aren't attached properly at all. There's a lot of holes in it. It's not great, but it was my first ever project and I still love him. Next, I made this big snake out of the same yarn. Again, it's got a lot of holes in it. It's not great, but it's kind of cute. Then I think this is supposed to be like a little stress ball or something. I think I was just practicing. You'll see that I've made quite a few turtles, but this was the very first one, and as you can see, it is falling apart. I definitely didn't put him together right. He's really weirdly shaped too, but the turtles do get better, as you'll see. This is the first little whale that I did, with the same yarn as the first couple as well. Then I decided to try doing it with acrylic yarn, which I don't think I've ever done since actually, but this is a little baby Yoda that I made. The holes in him are so big, I honestly don't know how all the stuffing out fell out. Then I decided I was going to try and make a massive panda, but I only got as far as the head. I freehanded it all as well. I'm going to try and speed through these a bit quicker because we've hardly even made a dent in how many plushies there are. I was really determined for some reason to make a really big plushie, so I made this really big pink and white bee. This is a little bunny that I did. I actually still think this one's really cute, apart from, some of the threads are hanging out, so I didn't put the ears on right and stuff. But it's really cute. I think this is when I started working with much better yarn too. This is a really cute little mint and grey dino. I think it's really cute. The horns aren't lined up properly on the back for some reason though. I remember this dinosaur I freehanded though, and it's a little pastel rainbow one, and I think this one's really cute. Here's another little bunny that I freehanded. I love its outfit, it's my favourite part. Here are the next couple of turtles that I did. As you can see, they're a lot better than the first one. I especially love the blue one, the shell's sparkly and it's so cute. Then I started making mini ones of the little stress toy squishy things. And as you can see, I made a lot of these. There were more, these are just the ones that I still have now. These are little pink and green chubby dinos that I did. I think at this point I was just trying to make loads of little things. This is a little sparkly octopus. I used to love doing these. I made so many, which you'll see again in a second. There I am trying to show all the different colours that I made. Again, there was double this amount, I just don't have them anymore. This little dungarees bear I forgot I did, and I love her. She's so cute. The little dungarees even have pockets. And the little crisscross straps in the back. I can't, it's so cute. I did make loads of bees too. For some reason I couldn't find any of them with wings apart from this pink one. I think I just never finished a lot of them. But yeah, I made loads of them. This is actually a little octopus that I did, but I turned it upside down and made it into a little blueberry keyring, and I love it. And please ignore if any of these have price tags on them still as well, because I was going to start selling these at markets, but then I realised how much testing you have to do to actually legally sell these in England, so I decided not to, so that's why some of them have price tags. That was a bigger version of the octopus that I did too, and then these are little mini whales, and I love these. I did them in so many colours as well. These were little like stress pets that I did. You're supposed to like hold them in your hand and squish them like that. They're really cute. I had another go at a snake at this point, which is a lot smaller but a lot better than that first one. I remember really loving these bears because they were really simple to do. I have one of these on my key rings because I love them so much. This is a little mushroom boy. I know I did a load of these and I love the sparkly yarn that I used for it. It looks so shimmery. I remember making a lot of these too, but I only have 2 left now. That green one was my favourite anyway, so I'm glad I kept that one. This was my first attempt at making something using fluffy yarn, and I actually think it went really well for a first time. I don't know if I ever tried working with fluffy yarn again, I really can't remember, but I do love that bear. These frogs quickly became one of my favourite things I'd ever done, and they still are one of my favourite things. I love them, they're so fun. You can cross their little arms, they're so dangly. I just love sitting them on top of desks and stuff. I still have quite a few of these. Here's a little jellyfish that I made. I remember thinking this one was really tricky to do for some reason. I think it was because the tentacles are attached to the actual body, they're not sewn on, and they were a bit fiddly, but I actually like how it came out. These ducks are easily one of my favourites though. They are so cute. For some reason I've lost the hat for the purple one, I can't find it, but they have the little flower bag and the little hat. I just love them. I think I made the purple one first. You can see that it's a bit more uneven than the blue one is. I remember loving making this one. It's a little mint choc chip ice cream turtle, and it actually stands up on its feet, and I just think it looks so cool. I was so in love with it that I had to make a little baby to go with it. I love them both, and mint choc chip is my favourite ice cream, so you know, it's perfect. This bat is really cool because its wings can be open or closed. I love how it looks closed, so I always put it like that. But I really loved making this one. It's so soft, and I think it looks even better upside down. I was considering like hanging it off something so that it's always upside down because it just looks so cute, like it's sleeping. I did this little clownfish. He needs a few little ends sticking back in, but I really like him. It was really fun to do with all the different colours. I think he turned out quite cute. This is a little pastel caterpillar that I did. I love it. It stands up so well. I love the colours. I just think it's so cute. It'd be a perfect little baby gift. These are the most recent ones now, so I made these for last Christmas. I made this little hamster for my sister. It's so cute and chunky. I've just remembered that I also did another plushie for my boyfriend at Christmas, but I don't have it with me because it's at his, so I'll put a picture of that one in now. It's a little fox. I made this big spider for my mum for Christmas because for some reason she loves spiders. I was debating hanging this one too, like it was from a web, because I saw somebody else do that and it looked really cool. I love it with the sparkly yarn too. If you can't tell, that's my favourite yarn. That's pretty much it for the finished plushies, but I wanted to include this one now because it's one that I'm working on. I think it's the Nessie monster pattern. I got it off of Etsy. It's obviously not finished, it looks really weird at the minute, but it is huge, and this is done with fluffy yarn, so I don't know why I said before I didn't know if I'd done anything else with fluffy yarn, because this is all done with fluffy yarn and it feels so nice and soft. I really need to finish it. I'll try and put in a picture of somebody that's finished it. And I even put weighted beanbags in this too, just to make it really heavy, and it's so cuddly. I love it. Now I'm going to move on to clothes. There's not as many as these. As you can see, I had a bit of an obsession with making plushies for a while. I've only recently properly started making clothes because I made this top a long time ago and I really didn't like it. I'm not going to put it on because, as you can see, it's got lots of holes in it and stuff. I didn't do it well. I freehanded it and it kind of put me off making clothes, so I've only recently started trying to make clothes again. This was the second top that I made. I only made this a few months ago and it's actually made with cotton yarn, so it looks a lot better than the first one and it's a lot lighter. I still need to weave all the ends in, but I did it with these really nice granny squares that I did. This is what it looks like on. I still need to finish the back though because I took it apart to redo it. I made half of a hexagon cardigan. I saw so many people making this on TikTok, but it ended up taking a lot longer than I expected, so I've kind of put off finishing the second half, but I really do need to finish it because I love how it looks. This is probably my favourite one to make. It's a little mesh shrug. It was so quick, obviously because it's all mesh stitches. I made the sleeves flared just because I love flared sleeves and I love it. I wear it quite a lot actually. It doesn't look right with this kind of t-shirt, obviously it's more for a vest, but I love it and I'm definitely planning on making more colours. This is the most recent clothes that I've made. It's this little like jumper. It's the biggest piece that I've made so far and I knew I had to make it because I was obsessed with the yarn that I found. It reminds me of the beach, it's so pretty. I freehanded this by making a granny square, and then I just kept going round and around until I got a big piece for the front, and then I did the same for the back. I extended them a little, joined them together, and then added the sleeves, and I wanted it to be this fun little off the shoulder kind of thing. And it's really baggy. I just love that style. I think it's really fun. These didn't really fit into any other category, but I wanted to show them anyway. These are the flowers that I crochet. These are just the ones that I have left in my house, but I've done a lot of custom orders with them, so I'll put some photos of them that I've done. I love doing these. There's so many different ones you can make. I'm thinking of trying to learn how to make tulips and other flowers soon. I love doing big bouquets and like mix and matching all the flowers in all the different colours. They come out so cute. Now we're moving on to bags. So this was the first bag that I made. It's made out of these little flower granny squares that I did. This bag's really cool because if you just have 13 granny squares laying around, you can stitch them together in this shape and it makes a nice little bag. This was the easiest one and probably the one that I used the most. It's this little mesh market bag. And it looks small, but when you put stuff in it, it stretches so much. Like, it can fit what a normal shopping bag would fit in it, which is why I love it. I just think it looks so cool, and it was really easy to make because it's mesh. It was really quick, and it does stretch so much, so I pretty much take this everywhere. And then this small bag is the last one that I did. It's basically just 2 flower granny squares that have been put together with a strap around it, and then I added some tassels at the end just to make it a bit more extra. And I think with this one I accidentally made the strap a bit too long, like it hangs really low, but I still like it. In one of my other videos you see me make another one of these bags. It was like a sunflower version that I made for my cousin, so I'll put in a picture of that one too. Now we're on to accessories. The first thing on here is these scrunchies. They're made with plush yarn and they're so soft. I made loads of colours and I still sell these on my shop. I also made this little brown headband. I think I was just practicing different stitches here. I'm sure this is the moss stitch and I just wanted to see what it'd look like, so I made a quick little headband. This next one is my favourite. It's this really lacy bandana that I made. It only took me a few hours and it looks so detailed. You can see from the top all the little patterns in it and stuff. I love this one. I wear it literally all the time. Onto the last category, which is blankets. This one is absolutely huge and it is so heavy, I can't even explain. I made it with the biggest yarn I've ever seen in my life and a 25mm crochet hook, and my arms were killing me making this, but it was really worth it because this thing is so warm and it worked up super quick because the yarn is so big. It's like a big comfy weighted blanket. I love it. This is the last project. It's eventually gonna be a blanket. I'm still working on it, obviously. It's just a granny square, but I'm just gonna keep going round and round and adding rows. It's gonna take forever, but I'm enjoying just leaving it next to my bed and doing a couple rows every night before I go to sleep. And I'm trying to go for this cool little autumn colour scheme. Hi, it's Future Jessie. I realised I missed out a category. This was the first ever tapestry piece that I did. It's a little pillow. And then I moved on to this really massive moth tapestry. I love this one, but it took ages.
So there you go, that's everything that I still have that I've crocheted since I first started 2 years ago. It's so weird to look back at everything like this and compare my old stuff to my new stuff. I'm still making stuff every day, so hopefully I'll be able to do another video like this in another few years and see how much I've improved from now. I've got so many things on my list that I'm going to make soon, so there's going to be a lot more plushies because I haven't actually done plushies for a while. I think the last time I made one was Christmas. So I should definitely get started making some more of them because I think my skills have definitely come furthest in that because it's what I used to do the most. I definitely want to make some new clothes as well and stuff like that. I'm going to carry on with my blankets. And hopefully this gave you some inspiration or ideas of anything you want to make. And because I made some of these so long ago, I don't know what patterns I used for them. I know which ones I freehanded and which ones I didn't, but I don't know what patterns I used for the rest of them. So if there's one that you specifically would like to see a pattern for, just let me know and I will try and find it. I'm not going to be able to find them all to put them all in the description. So just let me know if there's a specific one you want to see. Let me know if there's any more video ideas you want to see too. And that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and thank you for watching. Bye!